Hi, I'm Andrew, teacher on the radio, English professor by day, and I just want to join the world in celebrating the 8th edition of the MLA Handbook. It was released this year in April of 2016. I was so busy having fun listening to new albums and reading my Bible that I didn't even notice that there was a new MLA Handbook until the middle of the semester, when it was time to do our first research assignment of the semester. And so I had to go and buy my new copy of the 8th edition of the MLA Handbook so I could learn the new style guide for teaching my students. I just want to let everybody know that at the very back of the new MLA Handbook there is a template on page 129, and that's all you need. You don't need to buy this. It's only about $10, so it's cheap if you want one. But basically you just need to follow these new guidelines. And what they're doing is they're being more open and more flexible. And MLA is no longer going to be a thing that your English teacher can punish you with because you didn't do it right. Because it basically says here, yes, there are better ways to do citations, but there's really not one way to do a citation. There's no correct way to do a citation because we live in a world where the media and the information that scholars use is constantly changing. And so the MLA decided that it was going to update its philosophy. And basically, you don't need a lot to do this. You basically need to know the author of the source and the title of the source. Those are the only two things you really need to do, and then you need to take the source and place it in what they call a container, which is where you found the source. And so in honor of that new, much more flexible 8th edition, I'm going to take my 7th edition of the MLA Handbook, and I'm just going to tear it up because it's useless now. There's over 1,000 of these on sale on Amazon for a penny because the 8th edition of the MLA Handbook is entirely useless. And I'm going to put it in a container. That's the new way. So I'm going to take the old MLA Handbook and place it here in this little container, which is a box that I probably ordered some books off Amazon with, that I will now have to cite using the new 8th edition. Remember, author, title, and container. And I'm going to celebrate the new MLA by burning this container with the 7th edition here. So I want you all to see here, I'm just taking the old MLA style manual and I'm placing it on this fire, and I'm just going to burn it. And I hope you will burn up any frustration you have with having to follow the MLA style manual, because really with the new 8th edition, it's really a lot easier. Remember, it's guidelines, it's suggestions, it's principles of research. It's no longer something that your English teacher can beat you over the head with. And remember what I always tell my students, the MLA Handbook was not written on stone tablets by Moses. So everybody, let's take a deep breath and let's celebrate with this beautiful bonfire, the burning of the 7th edition and the new 8th edition of MLA. I'm Teacher on the Radio. See you later.